Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sun just came over the horizon. Look at that sunrise. Oh man, that is beautiful. They're talking 30-mile-an-hour winds and 97 degrees today. In like 2 hours, we're gonna fill up this trailer with water and we are gonna try to spray 130 acres before the wind picks up. Morning sprayer. Hook up our water conditioner pump. The wire that supplies electricity for the trailer somehow got ripped out of the front. So for the time being, we got to keep this battery full, or we got to make sure this thing doesn't get low, because this battery runs the Mixmate, and if you lose charge to this, then it throws your whole load off, and we don't want that. So we're just gonna plug this in for the time being just to keep us going. Oil's good, antifreeze is good. I think we're ready to fire this whole gal up.
Tell you what, that corn is looking good.
That boogie I should get done here today.
Will this load do it, or?
I think so. It's gonna be close.
Okay. So one thing about corn, we might complain when it's 90 degrees, hot and humid and sweating. Corn loves that kind of temperature. This field that we're on right now, this is no-till, meaning it was beans last year. We come in here, planted right into it.
There we go, Mary Lou's is done. South side, all this is the old CRP chunk, that's done. Over there is done. North side of the road's done. We're done here. Wind's starting to pick up. You can see it's starting to blow pretty good. We finished just in time as that wind was moving in. So now we're gonna head down the road. We're gonna stage everything over at Winona's, so that way when it's good to go, we can just hop in, spray. We have 2 fields left.
He wants to fly me in his plane, but the plane feels so high right now.
Where's your pocket? You don't carry a wallet?
No. Oh. You don't want my wallet. It's about this thick. That's why I walk like this, because my back is all screwed out. That's Clifford, the big white dog with the red collar.
Oh.
See, we
Well, he's related to Clifford. He's just albino.
Exactly.
Hey, Cliff. Hey, buddy. Hey. I know you stay down. Hey. Got the work phone. Got the burner phone.
Oh, there we go.
Oh! We got old Blackfoot now.
Wait till he lays down. That's
Oh, no, that's so funny.
He's like, oh, you guys have a
Does
pool.
he always do that? Oh my
Oh, it's not comfortable here. What are you guys doing back here? What are you doing?
hanging out, being cool.
Hey, where's your helmet? Go put it on.
Babe,
Go put it on.
I'll go slow.
Go put it on.
Babe, it's too hot for a helmet.
You could have been halfway in the house by now. All right, let's see it.
Hi, stranger. Need a rag?
I was gonna start cleaning out the sprayer stuff, but Cooper just called. He's out raking hay. I guess he needs more tines on hay rake. It's your favorite customer. I guess we got extra goodies. Cooper's been going to town. He's been mowing the past couple days. Now he's raking. This is Randy's, or the field we call Randy's. It's like 2.5 acres. That's one of Cooper's alfalfa fields. And we're heading over to campground now. Cooper basically does all of our ground minus a couple fields, because we just have some agreements with a couple other neighbors who take our hay and then we get their manure kind of thing. But out of our ground, Cooper does 37 acres, and then he also does a few other neighbors' waterways that they don't mow or let Cooper mow. And so, I mean, he's been growing definitely over the last couple of years. More and more bales every year. Yeah. This buddy seat almost feels wrong, because when I was little with Dad, You're sitting up here in the corner, and every time you hit the power shift on the mast, you'd smack your head on the window. It's quiet.
No, it's really quiet.
Yeah, normally this is rough herding a dog with rabies.
Watch the cab and how much it actually. I mean, the 40 thinking the second 40, that's just stiff.
Oh, that is satisfying. I like that.
On your bridges.
This thing flip? This is pretty steep. It always amazes me when you go to a field and just walk around for 5 minutes. It seems like you always find an old piece of metal. Always.
I did bring some antifreeze just in case you want to check this. Yep, my job is tough now. I'm gonna just make sure everything's fastened down. Cole's got a little bit left to spray down the road, a few miles, if that. And I just want to make sure we're ready to roll. So as soon as he goes by, we're gonna go to the next field, get things finished up, hopefully.
Got what known as knocked off. If I can press the button right there, there we go. That's all done. We have one field left. We gotta go that way about an hour now in the sprayer. Got Carol's left, 106 acres to go. Hey, well, we got some friends. Guys, hey, come back, come back. Oh, they're cute, the little baby ones. We just got to Carol's. We are gonna see what we can get done. We got a helper with us today. Anything you wanna say?
Hi.
What happened to your tooth?
My mom pulled it out.
You gonna fight with your sister and she got you? You're supposed to say, yeah, you should see what she looks like.
So now we're gonna spray some weeds away. Is it humongous? No, really. It's 1,000 of humongous.
1,000 of humongous?
Yeah. Now we're gonna
Wow.
spray
Wow.
some weeds.
No way. 1,000 of humongous?
Yeah. Now look at this.
That's way too big of a number.
I'm just kidding.
1,000 of humongous?
I'm just kidding.
Well, what would you say?
I have no idea. Like 10 times bigger than you?
10 times bigger? That's 1,000 of humongous.
Soon this will be all gone except for the corn. Cool, do you like corn?
Do I like corn? It's not my favorite fruit.
But you still like it?
Yeah, no, I like corn.
That's why you're called Corn the Corn Star?
That's right.
Cole the Corn Star.
Corn the cold star.
Look at all that water coming out, guys. Hey. As long it's all gone except for the corn.
That's right. Corn, corn. Whoa! You okay?
Yeah. That's why
I did that on purpose. You look like you're getting tired. I woke you up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah? That's what we'll say, right?
Okay. Well, Colin's crazy.
I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
Oh, you're crazy. You're the one that tried to wake me up.
You woke yourself up.
No, you made me go forward on purpose.
Wasn't me.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't me.
So, guys, he is very, very crazy.
I always like to, when we get somewhere, check the tires. Just make sure everything's okay. It looks good. We look good. We got real good. Now that I see a nail in there, or a staple, or whatever that is. Cooper called a little bit ago. He's got a flat on one of the tractors on the rear again.
Here
we got 600 gallons in the front tank, roughly.
Okay, we have this big reel hooked up to the air compressor on the semi, so I'm gonna crack a valve up there. It's gonna shoot air through this line, it'll get all the water out of it, makes it a lot easier to roll everything up. Normally you shoot the air up into the sprayer to push everything up into it, but we kind of forgot, so we're doing it this way. This is just water. Got wrapped up at Carroll's, 109.7 acres. It's actually 106, but I have a little overlap, so 109.7. I got, it looks like about 13 acres left of extra spray on me. So along the edge of the field, from the highway about, I don't know, 12 rows in, kind of all the way around on the highway. There seems to be a little bit higher weed pressure. We got some water hemp kind of creeping out and is getting a little tall. We wanted to spray this about a week ago, but we couldn't, so anyway. Water hemp's just a little tall. That stuff's really hard to kill. So I'm just going to do another quick lap around the edge of the field, see if we can get that stuff blasted off, because we do not need that growing. Because if you don't know, water hemp, basically like 100,000 seeds form on it, and then when you hit it with the combine, you basically broadcast it over your entire field, and it's a real pain in the butt, and it's also resistant to chemicals. So it's just hard to kill that way. So then the more if you get, yeah, you get the point. That is water hemp. Nasty little stuff. The bottom of the leaves are purple. If you flip those over, they're purple. And then when that gets taller, they get about 4 feet tall, it'll look like almost like a cattail on top, but it's full of a gajillion seeds. Oh, looking good, looking good. But just a word of advice, if you're coming up on a sprayer, look how tight it is when we pass a car here. It's pretty tight. I'm literally riding right on the edge of the road right now, because a lot of these roads do not have very wide shoulders, so just keep that in mind. Especially for the people behind, like if you're gonna try to pass me, I don't have a lot of room. Oh, we got ourselves a convoy. Oop, zooming by, zooming by, zooming by.
Whoa, what do we got here? 560M John Deere baler getting ready to go out. I guess yesterday on our case tractor, the 7140, he blew, we don't know if he blew a tire or a tube went, but the back tire went flat really, really quick. Not the perfect spot in the world for a tire man. It is on a hill, but got the tire man behind it. We're gonna look it over. He's gonna look it over, and if we do need a tire, we actually got some duals for it that are in really good shape. We'll take one of the rubber tires off that, put on here. Quick, not cheap exchange out, but we'll get rolling here. Oh, I see Cooper, he's over there.
I don't think it's gonna be any good.
It's soft, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's, chances of it having a cut on the inside are pretty good. Pretty wrinkled.
I can't believe Cooper left the key in here last night. What if somebody wanted to come and steal the tire with a blowing tire and drive down the road at half mile per hour? Cooper's just trying to get the baler set. The pickup down there is just like it down a little bit further to make sure we get all that loose hay.
I'm gonna turn it on and make sure it's not head
All right, I'll let you. I'm gonna order a pizza for lunch because I'm hungry and we got a few people running around with us today. So we're gonna order pizza. That's the most important thing you guys need to know.
Post-emergent corn spraying is done. So now we need to get ready for post-emergent soybean spraying. These two products we have here, these are solely for corn. If you put these on soybeans, it'll kill them. So now we need to get everything rinsed, all that corn chemical out so we can get the bean stuff in. I've already done it, but I'll show you what I did. Basically, these lines here hook up to these tanks that it runs through the mix mate. So we unhooked them, and we can hook them right to this plug in here, and then we can just cycle fresh water from the tank inside of it. We're running it up in the sprayer on the other side right now. I'm just gonna go run it off on another cornfield really quick, just to get everything that was lining the inside of these lines out. Just fresh water coming out of there now. It has to flow, so we're getting it nice and clean. We don't want any corn residue chemical inside of anything, because it wouldn't be good for soybeans, especially on the first load.
I did that not too many years ago. I was in a hurry. I got everything cleaned on the sprayer, flushed the tank, power washed the tank, soaped the tank. I forgot about the booms. And I pulled in on a bean field and I hit across in probably half a mile. The beginning, 90 feet wide, dead as a doorknob, and then as you got further and further, about half mile, it started, you know, and then all once it was clean, beans were back.
Done that before too, and it's kind of an expensive mistake.
You know, when you're running around with all this stuff, there is a lot of things to remember, and it can happen, and it does happen, and I hate to say it, it'll probably happen again, but we really try to look out for each other. And you know, when these things happen, yes, we beat ourselves up and whatever, but it's I know some guys too that accidentally sprayed the wrong fields with stuff and killed the whole field.
I actually just passed a person's yard the other day. They must have sprayed the wrong stuff.
Got Cole up there right now. He's flushing the tanks with good hot soapy water.